This video is an introduction to Python with mathematical modeling minds. First, I'm going to talk about some background information. Python was first developed in the late 1980s in Netherlands. It is a high-level programming language. High-level languages are closer to human language, which has keywords, structure, and syntax, and also they are easier for us to understand. It is also an interpreted language. We have to interpret that into a machine code. Computer interpreters convert the source code into machine code line by line every time you run the source code. Assume you receive a letter written in Russian, but you don't understand Russian. So you go to a friend who understands Russian and he translates the letter for you line by line. It is something like that. And it supports both procedural programming as well as object-oriented programming. In procedural programming, program is divided into small parts called function and it follows a top-down approach. In object-oriented programming, program is divided into small parts called objects and it is a bottom-up approach. So Python supports both of these methods. And Python is available for multiple platforms such as Windows, Mac, and Linux. Variables and data types. Variable is a container for a value. When you need to store a value for future use, you can do that using a variable. The computer allocates memory for that value for future reference. In Python, we declare a variable by giving a name and assigning a value. Assign operator is the equal sign. Here I have given three variables, name, age, and email. You can see that first two variables are having letters and symbols within double quotes and the third one is a number. We want variables to represent different data types and want to put them in different categories. So, computer can allocate memory based on that and it can define the operations on them. We can check the type of variable using type command. You can see that name and email are strings while age is an integer. Data stored in Python have 5 standard data types: numbers, strings, list, tuple, and dictionary. We will talk about each of them in next slides. Data types. Number data types store numeric values. Python supports 4 different numerical types: integers, long integers, floating points, and complex numbers. However, you can see that long integer is also represented as an integer because in Python 3, long integer type is removed and it is also represented as an integer. Strings are a set of characters represented within single or double quotation marks. List. In a list, the items are separated by commas and they are enclosed within square brackets. You can have both numbers and strings in a list. Lists are similar to arrays. If you want to retrieve a specific item from a list, then you should access them using square brackets. The index starts from 0. Python dictionaries are enclosed within curly braces. They contain key and value pairs. In this example, you can see that we have 3 pairs. By using dot keys, you can print all the keys, and by using dot value, you can print all values in the dictionary. You can access the value of a non-key using square brackets. Tuples. Tuples are also a kind of list. They are separated by commas and enclosed within parentheses. However, they cannot be updated in terms of the size and content like list. If you look at this example, you can see that Python does not allow to update the content of a tuple. I have given a link to GitHub to access the Python codes used in this video. Thank you.